Hello, my name is Adriana. I'm a Make-One librarian with LA County Library. And today, I'll be showing you different ways to mix math and art. This is an art technique that has been popularized by the artist M.C. Escher. What makes them fun is how easy or complex you can make them. But most importantly, they are fun to do. For this activity, you will need the following items. Paper. I use computer paper. You'll also need cardstock or an index card, 3x3 inch tile, of course a pencil with an eraser, colors from markers to crayons, tape, a ruler, and scissors. I'll be showing you 4 different ways to design your tessellation, but don't forget to explore other possibilities because they are endless. This art technique is so easy to do, so let's get started. Tessellation is all about creating a shape and repeating it over and over and over again until it covers your whole canvas, but make sure there are no gaps or overlaps. This is just like tiling. What's great about tessellation is not only are you making art, but you're also getting familiar with shapes, angles, line connecting, and symmetry. But we're also taking a square shape and making a cool design out of it. See how many tile designs you can make out of a square. It's important that each tile is 3x3 inch square. This is going to be your stencil, so it has to be sturdy. You can use sticky paper or paper, but it's a little more flimsy and makes it harder to trace. But let's get started. The first one is so easy, but there are important things to remember. To help me, I'm using this paper to number the sides of my tile. The left side of the square will be 1 and the right side 2. Now I'm using a black marker so you can see the lines clearly, but I recommend using a pencil. I also recommend using a ruler for making straight lines. First, we're going to draw a continuous line from the bottom left to the top left. It doesn't matter what you draw as long as it's continuous and your line does not overlap, meaning it doesn't do something like this. I'm going to draw corner to corner. After you're done, you'll need scissors to cut out the shape. Then we're going to take this piece and move it to side 2 and tape it. Now we have a translation tile. Next, take your tile and trace it on another piece of paper. I recommend paper that is larger than 8.5 by 11 inch, so you can get enough tiles to trace. All you have to do is slide and match the side accordingly to the next tile placement. And here is my creation. It was a simple design, but I added different colors to make it pop. Now let me show you another way to make a translation design. This time, we're going to number our paper with 1, the top 2, the right 3, and the bottom 4. Again, we're going to draw a continuous line from the bottom left corner to the top left corner. But this time, we're going to add a line drawing from the top left corner to the right corner. Same rules, a continuous line and no overlapping. Take your scissors and cut out your pieces. Then you're going to take piece 1 and move it to side 3 and take the other piece and move it to side 4 and tape. Now we have a different type of translation tile. We're going to do the same thing, trace our tile and slide it over. The reason this technique works is because of special relations, meaning this side of my tile fits on this side of my trace tile. But if I use another side, it will not fit. This is a great way to understand how objects move in relation to each other. What I enjoy about this type of art are the patterns that I begin to see when I am drawing. Just like how you see a shape in a cloud or when you spill water. The same thing happens here. Our brain is looking for patterns. And when I saw this, I saw two possibilities. I wonder if you see what I see. Stay at the end of the video to see what I modified and I designed. Let's move on to the next one, reflection. This is similar to translation method, but with a twist. For reflection, we're going to need a line design on side 1 and 2. But now we're going to take piece 1 and flip it. And we're going to do the same to piece 2. Now we're going to slide it to side 3 and 4. Here I have where I started for the next row. I'm going to flip my tile and trace it. Always making sure that the shape of the tile matches the trace on the paper. This is why tessellation is called reflection, because we have to flip the tile to match accordingly. Now that I'm done, I can color it in. Remember when I said sometimes the design can inspire you? When I saw this, I saw a frog, and here is my finished piece. The next one we're going to work on is rotation. This tessellation is a little different. We're going to do the same as before, draw a line design on side 1 and 2, but now we're going to take piece 2 and swing it to the side 3, piece 1 and swing it down to side 4, and tape. When you are ready, we'll trace it. I like to start in the middle and work my way out. Remember to match the sides according to the next one. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to match. And that happens to me too. And that's okay. That's why we're using an eraser, so you can start again. This art is also great for working with abstract. Sometimes a design I make doesn't inspire me, so I just color it using my favorite colors, or I trace it with lines, and now it's abstract. There are so many ways to have fun with tessellations, so here are some more tips. Think of other shapes to make patterns, or make a combination of shapes. Art is all about exploring the possibilities, and not just with shapes, but colors and textures. Another tip when you make your pencil design, make multiple copies so you can create more than one. Remember when I made this one? This one gave me 2 inspirations, and with a few modifications, I redesigned it and I came up with this, tulips, and this, apples. I hope you enjoyed this art technique, and if you want to show off your art or other projects you have been working on, please visit our Safer at Home Stories and Art, where you can view and submit art, poetry, pictures, or your tessellation art drawing. We would love to see what you have been doing during this time. And please take a moment to fill out our survey in the description box. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Bye everyone.